I grew up in a place that gets cold.
Considering I grew up in this state, I guess Nashville is a different climate than Memphis. It's because the Mississippi River is here. It gets a bit more humid down here. Nashville being a bit further up in the state, it gets cooler there than here. But still, this shit is, oh gosh.
It just ruins my day.
I don't want to do anything.
No, it like sucks the life out of me.
I want to get warm.
Back in bed.
Just get warm and cozy. And if I'm warm and cozy, guess what?
I'm falling asleep.
Your boy's going to sleep.
I can fall asleep real fast if I'm warm and cozy.
Immediately.
Oh, it's my favorite part of my day.
What?
Falling asleep nice and warm and cozy.
Huh, what is?
I love being cozy.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, going to sleep is going to sleep is a great part of the day. Favorite part of the day is the last meal of the day. The last meal, because I like to eat and sit and enjoy the food. You don't get to enjoy it when you wake up in the morning. You don't get to enjoy it when you're eating lunch at work because you got to go back and do stuff. The freedom that comes with knowing, hey, after I eat this, I'm not gonna move for a couple of hours. That just delights me so very, very much. The toughest part of my day is getting off of the couch to go to bed. I love to go to bed, but
I completely agree.
8 steps to the bedroom, man, feel like an eternity.
I would actually call it the bravest part of my day because to have the bravery to leave the couch, to get unwarm, because I'm always wrapped in my couch blanket, so to get unwarm, to go brush my teeth, to do my skincare.
Oh, you do all of that type stuff.
Not every night.
Oh,
That's why it's
skincare routine.
A special,
not doing that.
Special thing when I'm on a good streak of it, and then to get back in bed when I could have just fallen asleep on the couch.
See, I can't fall asleep on the couch.
Oh, I could.
Because I wake up and my body hurts.
I mean, that's why you shouldn't sleep on the couch. But I'm saying I could sleep on the couch.
What was the song?
"Steady Love" by India Arie.
Okay.
It's a nice song.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Love India Arie.
Me too. It stayed.
Good.
Yeah, it was relaxing.
Saw her down at the Bill Street Music Fest.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It is Thursday, December 4th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass coming up on today's show. Big Memphis Tigers win last night here at FedEx Forum, and the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade discourse is back. We will get into all the happenings of yesterday. Teresa Walker will join the show. We'll get her thoughts on the Memphis football coaching search. Was Vanderbilt disrespected by the college football playoff? And who is good going into week 14 of the NFL? It is a draft day. It is Thursday. We are drafting fast food restaurants. If you're joining us live, be sure to give your vote in the chat, our chat question of the day. Smash that like button while you are at it. We will do some Theater Thursday. Rolling Stone released its list of the top 20 movies of the year, and there is one missing that completely invalidates the list. We'll get into it. CJ also saw Wicked. We'll talk some movie news. It is a Thursday. You know what we say. Blah! I just felt the mood.
Like
I also did. That wasn't a sentence after that.
We talked about you figuring this out one day.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour. Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details. Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Got her on the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, I have it my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. I hope you are making it through your week. We are one day closer to Friday, one day closer to another Memphis Grizzlies game day, as they will be back in this building tomorrow night when they face the Los Angeles Clippers. The other Memphis men's basketball in this city played here last night. The Memphis Tigers played New Orleans, and they finally cruised over a team. They won 86-70. Sorry to Master P, who was in this studio yesterday. CJ, you had the opportunity to meet Master P. Yeah. How was it?
It was great.
Cool.
It was great.
What'd you show him?
Showed him my tank.
What'd you show him?
Showed him my tank. I think I kind of freaked him out. But Master P was so kind. Took some pictures with us over in the GCM office space. It was a great interview on Vernon. If you missed it, go back and listen to it. He is focused on making this basketball program at UNO one of relevance, and that is impressive. And his focus and determination is also impressive. It was a great interview that Vernon and the Vernon show had with Master P, where he talks about like why and what he's looking for in players and what can be done to help lift a program that is at the level where UNO is outside of the power and outside of the like really, really good mid-majors also. But he spoke highly of him. He believes in what he's doing there. So yeah, it was a good interview. Shout out to Jenna for making that happen.
I was called by Jenna after the show yesterday, and she said, "Hey, can you be flexible about your Vernon show appearance? Because I normally do my 5 college football games to watch going into the weekend on Wednesdays." And I said, "Sure, what's up?" And she said, "I think we might have Master P on the show." And I said, "You can bump me for Master P any day of the week. That is probably the best person I have ever been replaced by on a show I am supposed to go on." So happy to have Master P in studio. Sorry to the Privateers, which is quite the mascot for UNO. I do like their mascot is Captain Bruno, like UNO, University of New Orleans, Bruno. It's creative. Anyway, they lost. Thank God. Thank God for the Memphis Tigers. They had to win that game.
I can't do 160 again. I promise you, I can't do another 160. You will have to carry me out of here if I do 160 squats again.
My ankle still hurts.
Just
a little bit, just a smidgen. Let's see where they update it in the net.
Come on, move
Memphis.
up to like 80.
I'm
Come
hopeful
on, let
for us.
that win be.
146, under 150. I'll take it. Under 150. Going into the game, I mean, when you look at a team like New Orleans, who they were 162 in the net, so right around Memphis in the net rankings, but they were 189 in KenPom, which is significantly worse than Memphis, who went into yesterday's game ranked 74th in KenPom. These are the games you just have to win if you're Memphis in order to keep with the notion of, hey, we've struggled against the good teams that we faced, but we can beat these non-conference teams that fall out of the top 50, out of the top 100 in the KenPom rankings, and still assert yourself as a team that has some juice going into conference play when it eventually gets going. Also just a necessity because their next 3 games, their next 3 straight opponents are top 30 KenPom teams, starting with Baylor on Saturday. You better figure out how to get down here on Saturday because it's St. Jude Marathon Day, so I imagine it'll be a little crazy in downtown Memphis, and please go support the Memphis Tigers. They need some more bodies and seats. Just to be frank, I felt bad watching on the broadcast last night. They could use a few more people cheering in those stands.
Just out of curiosity, because we were talking about it yesterday in the GCM studios, thought that the windows of St. Jude Marathon, when do they open back up the streets?
I don't know.
Okay, so the game is at what time? 2:30?
Yeah, it's the 3:30.
3:30. Oh, shouldn't everything be open by then?
It should be. It
But,
absolutely should be.
And by then, I mean like 2. Because isn't that about the time most people start like meandering about down here?
Yeah, I just only know it from, I mean, if you're trying to get out in the 8 to noon range, good luck, have a great day, you are stuck here. I had one of the craziest like working days of my adult life. Like the kind of day where if somebody asked me to prove my work ethic to them, I would point to the St. Jude Marathon of, I think it was 2017, 2018. I was still at Local 24. We were doing a pregame show for the Tigers football game that was, would it have been an American Conference Championship game? Probably 2017. Yeah, so it would have been an American Conference Championship game. We're doing a pregame show for it for Local 24. I have to be there by 10, and I was giving myself plenty of time, and I had never, for whatever reason, like the year before with the St. Jude, no, it was my first, it would have been my first St. Jude Marathon because I didn't know what happened to traffic in downtown Memphis during the St. Jude Marathon. And I wake up, and I do my hair and makeup, and I put my dress on, and I'm ready to roll, and I have my scripts all ready to go, and I drive out of our parking lot, and I proceed to just get locked. There's nowhere I can go. There's no opportunity for me to cross the street. And now I've gone from giving myself like 2 hours to get to the studio to time is ticking. I eventually parked my car back in our garage. I ran to the Bass Pro Pyramid, where I tried to convince a police officer to drive me out of the marathon lines so that I could get in there. They were able to eventually call, because if you tried to call an Uber, the Uber would accept the ride, but then the Uber couldn't get inside. And it was just this, it was like an impossible situation to figure out. We end up calling the Uber from somebody outside of the marathon. They then call the Uber and say, hey, I don't actually need you to go here. I need you to go here to the Bass Pro Shop to pick up this woman and drive her out to Bartlett. And eventually they did it, and I got there 3 minutes beforehand. But that's when I learned I would prefer to just not drive downtown during the marathon weekend in Memphis. But 3:30 should be plenty of time because it's way later in the afternoon. I turned on the game like right as Memphis was going on that 13-3 run that put them up 17 in the first half. And it just felt nice to watch a team putting things together and to come off of the win over Southern Illinois, to see them go up 20, went up as many as 25 in the game. UNO made a run in the second half, but Memphis had enough of a buffer from what they had done in the first half of the game. It was a bummer to see Julius Tedford go down with a knee injury because he was dominating in that first half. I mean, he made his first 4 shots. 3 of them were from 3. He only played 10 minutes, but he had 13 points. One of 6 players in double figures last night. We talked with Will Coleman about just players that you see like fortifying their place in this rotation. I really liked him. That Quante Berry was really good off the bench last night. He had 17 points. He has a nice shot. Made some threes, was able to get to the basket. You saw Penny tighten the rotation. Aaron Bradshaw didn't play. And it wasn't due to injury. It was a coach's decision. And Penny was asked about it after the game. He said, a multitude of things, but if guys aren't on the floor, that means that they're not giving everything. Guys that are just playing as hard as they can play and have some grit and toughness, those are the guys we are going with. So you saw no Aaron Bradshaw. You saw Tierno Silla sat out the entire first half and then came in late in the second half. But I think Penny's trying to find a consistent group of guys who give enough of an effort to earn their spot on the court. So, yeah.
And that's not oddly enough, not unique to one. It's not odd that it's not unique to college basketball in general, right? Because you got almost 400 teams. There are going to be some teams with some players who coaches don't feel like are giving the effort. It is odd, though, that Ole Miss is having something of a similar situation. Yeah. Did you see Chris Beard was it earlier this week, over the weekend? I can't remember when I saw the video.
Yes.
A player was sitting at the podium, and the reporter asked him a question about effort or something like that, and the player's about to go into giving an answer, and Beard just immediately hops in like, hey, yeah, we can fix that. We can play different guys.
Yeah.
We'll play different guys.
We can play different players.
We'll play different players. It's like, oh, okay. 'Tis the season, I guess, for the effort talk in college basketball. Will brought it up, like you said, about shortening the rotation, and maybe that's what the Memphis Tigers need. Maybe what they need is to play some competition that they can get wins over. You talk about proof of concept all the time with the Grizzlies, and now they're playing a bit more confident. And maybe that's what Memphis needs is, hey, we got these wins. We're not terrible. We're not awful. We're decent. Now let's take that decency and build on top of that. We know this works. Now let's try and do it against a program and a team like Baylor, where they're going to be just as big, if not bigger. They're going to be just as athletic, if not more athletic, just as quick, if not more quick. You've got to find a way as an underdog, and they did a great job against Purdue of scrapping and fighting and almost coming away with the win in the Bahamas. You got to do another job similar to that if you're going to top the Baylor Bears on Saturday.
That game is on Saturday. The Memphis Tigers coaching search continues for the football side of things. Still no coach. We'll talk to Teresa Walker about that in the next segment, but wanted to get into the big development in the NBA yesterday. We're playing the Giannis trade music again. Cue it up. It seems to be one of the greatest hits in the NBA these days.
Wait, we have music for it?
No, it's just in my head. It would be on the now. That's what I call greatest hits, modern NBA, when we start talking about does Giannis want out of Milwaukee. We've done this. I feel like it's always there. I would assume. So the news yesterday from Shams Charania was that Giannis Antetokounmpo and his agent have started conversations with the Bucks about his future and if his best fit is staying or if his best fit is elsewhere. And a resolution is expected in the coming weeks. And when I saw this, my first thought was, I'm pretty sure these conversations are always hibernating with Giannis. We had this in the offseason where it felt like, oh, they're really heating up this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think he wants to be a New York Knick. Seems a lot like the leaves are pushing in the direction of Giannis is done in Milwaukee. He's won his 2 MVPs. He's won a championship there. That's good. That's great. He wants to win. Bottom line, Giannis wants to win more championships and compete for championships at this point in his career. He's 31 years old. And then the season started, and there was some hope that the Bucks put enough into this iteration of the roster to be better than what they are. And they're not very good. They're 10-13. They won their game last night. They came back and beat the Pistons. But in the same day that you get this Giannis trade rumblings, he also goes down with a non-contact injury. So it was a very dramatic day in the life of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Word comes out that perhaps Giannis and his team are interested in asking for a trade, and then Giannis goes down with a non-contact injury. And they were grateful that it appears it is not an Achilles injury. It is another calf strain. We have an epidemic of calf strains that continue to plague the NBA this season. But as it pertains to the trade side of things, Doc Rivers was asked about it before the Bucks game last night, and this was the insight that he gave into the situation.
So here we go again. There's been no conversations. I want to make. So here we go again. There's been no conversations. I want to make it clear just for I would say one more time, but for the 50th time, it clearly is not getting the One Network for sure. Giannis has never asked to be traded, ever. I can't make that more clear.
For a trade, ever. Cannot make that more clear. Do you believe that, CJ?
No, because everybody does, but Giannis isn't everybody. So take that back. yes, I can believe that Giannis has never asked the Bucks or Doc Rivers for a trade.
Me too.
I bet you he's told his agent to get something up out of there.
Exactly. Semantics-wise, Giannis has likely, I don't know his life, but listening to Doc Rivers, I will believe the words that I hear. Giannis has probably never sat down across from Doc Rivers and said, hey, my time here is coming to an end. I want a trade out of Milwaukee. But Giannis has probably sat with his agent and said, hey, I don't think this team is very good this year. I don't think they have the opportunity to get much better in coming years. I'm 31 years old. If I want the opportunity to win another championship, it is probably going to be somewhere else, and I would like out of Milwaukee. And then that gets relayed to the Bucks and to Doc Rivers, and then you go from there. I don't blame Giannis at this point in his career. Like, he's done, for a franchise player, he's done a lot, right? He won a championship.
Yeah.
Like, that's massive. Most teams can't say that. There's one a year. And Giannis was able to get a championship to Milwaukee. He was able to have 2 MVP seasons. And now he has reached a precipice in his career where if he wants to do more, if he wants to add on, he's going to have to go elsewhere.
From a team success standpoint,
Yes.
and honestly from an individual success standpoint as well, we don't give MVPs to dudes who are fighting for play-in spots. You know, if you want another one of those, you've got to be somewhere where you are going to be one of the top teams in the league. And right now, the Bucks just aren't capable of being that. And I'm not sure with what their draft status is, because then they give up a bunch of stuff to get Dame.
Yes.
So,
and then when Dame went down with the Achilles, that felt like that was the last gasp. The last hurrah of we have tried, this failed.
And so I'm not sure where they stand with their future assets in terms of a draft capital. But even if you draft those guys, even if you have all of your picks and you make the draft and you hit on all of those guys, they're not going to be ready for another 4 years maybe to make a push. And then it becomes, okay, where am I going to be athletically at 35? Am I going to be good enough to carry a team through a deep playoff run at 35? It's happened. LeBron has done it. I feel like Steph has done it. Saw Jimmy do it. I'm not sure if Jimmy was quite 35, but like that's basketball old at that point. You don't have a whole lot of good years left. So wanting to get someplace where you can compete and contend now and for the next 2, maybe 3 years, I can understand why somebody would want to do that.
Yeah, and the Bucks haven't had Kevin Porter for a lot of the season. He just came back, and he was great last night. He was one of the reasons the Bucks were able to win against the Pistons. But ultimately, it just feels, well, while we have had this conversation many a times with Giannis, this one feels more real. And sure, he might not have asked Doc Rivers yet for a trade, and Doc Rivers seems tired of this question.
Doc Rivers always seems tired.
Well, Doc Rivers did not go to Milwaukee to face a trading Giannis situation.
Yeah, he went to Milwaukee with a healthy Dame and healthy Giannis. Yeah, I got it. Doc Rivers always looks like that. Doc Rivers always sounds that way. Doc Rivers just when the Clippers were really, really successful, that is what Doc Rivers looked like. When he was winning a championship with the Boston Celtics, that is what Doc Rivers looked and sounded like. For whatever reason, he just always, to me, looks and sounds tired. He just does. His voice is always, you feel like his voice is always about to go out. He's always about to lose his voice.
I was looking at just one of the many articles yesterday that came out on ranking Giannis trade destinations. CBS Sports put the Grizzlies in the tier of, he's not signing there. The tier of 29 to 25, he's not signing there. And the way they put it with the Grizzlies was, the Grizzlies could send back John Morant, Zach Edey, and picks. Of course, if Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler didn't want to go to Memphis, it's hard to imagine Antetokounmpo would either, especially in the West. We have a great Greek fest.
He likes the wings here also.
And he likes the wings here. Yeah. Don't limit it on that. Come on. Don't leave it at that. Yes, obviously the trade packages themselves are where things get interesting. He wants New York. If they can make it work, New York can't make it work with picks. They have to send back players. Like, it probably starts with Karl Anthony Towns and Bridges, and one would assume.
Why would you do that if you're the Knicks?
Because Giannis really wants to come play for you.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
Yeah, but I'd rather the Knicks do it. God, if the Spurs end up getting Giannis Antetokounmpo to play alongside Victor Wembanyama, it's so over for everybody else. I don't know. I hope his calf gets... But they both have calf injuries right now. That would be 2 people with calves I mean, we all have calves. I have two, you have two, but they have two problematic calves.
Speak for yourself.
Well, that's right. I pretty much have 1.5, so I don't really have a full 2. We will continue to monitor the Giannis trade rumor mill as it picks up yet again. Teresa Walker is going to join us in the next segment. We haven't spoken to her in 2 weeks, and a whole lot has happened since then. We'll get her opinions on the college football coaching carousel, the college football playoff rankings, Vanderbilt spot outside of those, all of that and more with Teresa. Diego Pavia for Heisman after a quick break.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next-gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone. Grizz Nation, Friday nights just got a whole lot better. Introducing Buckets and Brews, the ultimate way to tip off your weekend. Every Friday this season, grab a terrace-level ticket to the Grizz game and 2 12-ounce Miller Lights for just $55. Get great seats, cold brews, and Grizzlies basketball. It's everything you need to start your weekend off right. So get the deal that's too cold to hold. Go to grizzlies.com/Friday to lock in your tickets today.
Welcome back. It is Thursday. That means it's time to catch up with one of our favorites, Teresa Walker. She joins us every Thursday. Teresa, it has been 2 weeks since we have last seen you, and so much has changed in this world.
I know. It feels like, sports moves fast these days anyway. I mean, we're in crossover season and college football playoff rankings, and I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the calendar in the last few days. And this is a problem of college football, college athletics' own making, right? coaches wanted the early signing period. There's the portal. And yet, this is why I'm so glad to cover pro sports, because contracts are contracts and you ain't leaving until we say you are. And when we say you are, you gone. But, you don't have the drama of a coach. And the fun part about Lane Kiffin and that meeting last Sunday is like, my players wanted me to stay. And players coming out on social media, no, we didn't. I'm not sure how you took that from that meeting, but that's not what we wanted. So it's been anyone who's around for the Raiders Kiffin, Tennessee Kiffin, USC Kiffin. This is not unfamiliar whatsoever. And he likes to try to spin things. But Tennessee fans remember Ed Orgeron calling recruits saying, don't go to class tomorrow. Come with us to USC. So the fact that he's trying to get Trinidad Chambliss to go with him to LSU, it's just the latest chapter in the ongoing soap opera, the days of our Kiffin.
Yeah, I thought Keith Carter's comments yesterday when he was on a podcast where he said, basically, a lot of things said publicly that I'm not sure are totally accurate as it pertains to Lane Kiffin's word tour following his move to Baton Rouge. But that's the spin cycle. As you often say, Teresa, if your lips are moving, you're lying.
I have dealt with so many coaches, and I respect many of them. But when there's so much money at play, if a guy's lips are moving, check with a second source. And
then a third.
And in journalism particularly, we're already cynical because if your mother tells you she loves you, get a second source. But it's even more so when it comes to coaches these days.
Yeah. Wanted to get your reaction to the Memphis Tigers needing a new head football coach and Arkansas now having their old football coach in Ryan Silverfield. But when you look at Memphis and the coaching hiring cycle at large, they still haven't made a hire as of today. We've seen some hires made around the fringes. But what would you like to see from Memphis when they are looking for, or for what they are looking for in this next head coach?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the as crazy as this cycle has been, it's already getting late out there, right? Silverfield was announced last Sunday. I literally wrote that in the first quarter of the Titans-Jaguars game. And let's face it, in this day and age, you've got to be able to handle the portal. You've got to be able to recruit, and you've got to coach. I mean, that's, from Mike Norvell to Ryan Silverfield, what did we see with that program? Offenses that could put up tons of points. The defense probably needs a little attention to help you out so that you're not having to win scorefests all the time. But, I don't think it has to be another head coach. I know that Memphis has got the resources and is kind of probably considered the one with the most resources of Group of Five schools. But, it's got to be you've got to get the right person this time. Ryan Silverfield took over when Norvell was going to FSU. Let's not forget, Ryan's first game was the Cotton Bowl. So it's like, this Memphis has had an incredible run of success, but it feels like the Tigers are right there. And it's fair to say we want to get a coach who literally takes us that next step. There's a slot for Group of Five teams in the playoffs. There's no reason why Memphis shouldn't think that should be ours.
Yeah, we will see where they end up going with it. Teresa, I really want to talk to you about Vanderbilt today, which is one of my favorite topics to talk with you about and has changed so much since we first kind of joked about it 2 years ago to now sitting in a situation where they're a very relevant football team. And I thought this week we had such a good representation of the new status of Vanderbilt football fighting with the historically perceived status of Vanderbilt football. Because this week we saw a top recruit flip from Georgia to Vanderbilt, which is a very real sentence that I never expected to be saying in the year 2025. But they get Jared Curtis, big quarterback recruit, to decide to come to Vanderbilt instead of Georgia. And then at the same time, we see the college football playoff keep Vanderbilt on the outside looking in. And obviously this is, future seasons compared to this season, but I'm just talking about the perception where the college football playoff sees a 10-2 Vanderbilt team and keeps them on the outside looking in of the playoff. And the committee's logic was kind of this goofy reasoning saying that Vanderbilt doesn't have a quality win anymore since they beat Tennessee and Tennessee dropped out of the rankings, but that was because Vanderbilt beat them. Just how did you evaluate how the committee sees Vanderbilt and maybe has not yet caught up to the understanding that this is a very real, competitive, talented football team?
In this day and age of the transfer portal and NIL, it is like they just don't understand that things have changed. Notre Dame is getting its traditional extra asterisk and assistance based on their past in history. And Vanderbilt, I mean, you take any other SEC team that is 10-2, their losses were at Alabama, at Texas. And at Texas, yes, they were slow in that first quarter, but they were trying to recover an onside kick with a chance in a 3-point loss to either force overtime or win. And I'm sorry, but isn't that a quality loss? And I'm just going to pivot to Hunter Yurachek, and a guy who once worked in the Vanderbilt athletic department, for God's sakes. He said on Tuesday night that now that Tennessee is no longer ranked, they just don't have a signature win. Really? I'm sorry, but I can count on this many fingers the number of wins that Vanderbilt has in Neyland Stadium in 50 years. And they went to Knoxville on Saturday and frog stomped the Volunteers. Think about it. If not for 2 red zone turnovers early, that is not just a rout. It is a thumping. And it was a thumping. It just could have been so much worse. I mean, literally, Tennessee fans were crying in tears in the stands. Our friend Art but Make It Sports, captured it perfectly. But it's like you take the nameplates off of the resumes for Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, switch them, do the old coffee switch, and you are going to pick Vanderbilt's resume every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And sorry, CJ, but I don't buy that they're not good now. Well, Vanderbilt had a reason that South Carolina fell from number 11. Lenora Sellers was a Heisman candidate.
Teresa, you had me until you brought up South Carolina,
CJ,
dog. I'm not giving you credit for beating a 4-18. No.
CJ, I am on a roll. Stop.
I'm sorry.
Virginia Tech, they fired their coach 8 days after. Vanderbilt went in there and throttled them in the second half. They scored on 5 straight drives. They go to South Carolina. The reason South Carolina is 4-8 is they had something to do with it. It just makes no sense. And Clark Lee put this perfectly. And not only did they flip Jared Curtis from Georgia, they flipped a 3-star wide receiver from Alabama to Vanderbilt. Okay? And Clark Lee put it perfectly yesterday. He's like, okay, if they're not going to let us in, we're going to kick the door in next year. And you want us to play? We'll go. I mean, people are trying to say, can we get Notre Dame and Miami and Vanderbilt and maybe Texas and just maybe take them to Hawaii?
I saw this.
And it's like, Clark Lee's up for it. He'd love a chance to show you what his team can do.
Wait, was that Clark Lee quote real, that he was like, we can have our bags packed and go play a game this weekend?
I think so. Now, I was monitoring the stream.
In jest.
Well, they're that willing to go show what they can do. and so I was monitoring the streaming of his signing day newser because I was at Vanderbilt, because it's also Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, the first rookie quarterbacks to face off in a game this year in the NFL. But it's like, and the streaming was going in and out, but Clark Lee and Candace Lee, the AD, they had a news conference Monday trying to point out, guys, look at the data. And the football, the FPI from ESPN, it's taking into account Vanderbilt when they were 2-10 2 years ago. This program is not that. And that's the problem with the current college football rankings, is it's like, why are you looking in the portal? I'm sorry, but one reason Mark Stoops isn't around, he brought 27 players in through the portal. I mean, we are literally in the day and age of the NFL, and that's why I love the NFL. You know exactly what it takes to earn a playoff berth. You know exactly what it takes to end up with the number 1 pick overall, and you just leave it out and it's decided on the field. And here you have a committee. And this is why, sorry, I don't know what's going on outside my house. They're cleaning all the leaves in the neighborhood. But
it's Big Tennessee. They're trying to keep you out of the college football playoff. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's Big CFP.
Big CFP.
I know that. And Middle Tennessee has actually had like 3 ties to that committee. Carla Williams, used to be at Vanderbilt. She's now at Virginia. Chris Massaro is the MTSU AD, Hunter Yurichek, and I forget the fourth. But that's, my God, what's going on outside my house. I hope it's not coming through. But it has to adapt. It has to change. There's been such a focus on getting more teams into the playoffs. Maybe we just literally do need a play-in tournament similar to the NCAA tournament to let these final 4 teams, because there's always going to be, you go to 16, 20, 24, there's going to be 4 teams that said, we should be in there. But I'm sorry, Vanderbilt, I have covered Vanderbilt since 1992. Nobody had a season like they did this year in the SEC. Alabama, they held on at the end of Auburn. And I'm sorry, Mr. Hunter Yurichek, Vanderbilt played in Nashville. That game was not in Auburn. If you didn't know that, either you, with a little grace, maybe you misspoke, but maybe you just didn't look at Vanderbilt's resume.
You tell him, Teresa. I would do anything. I love the chaos of college football, and I think we could really level it up. Vanderbilt versus Miami and Hawaii on a whim would prove that the sport has entered the most bizarro territory of all time, and I would live for it.
But why the hell does it have to be Miami?
Because Miami wants to earn a spot in the college football playoff,
the fact Miami is behind Notre Dame is absurd.
Correct. They shouldn't have to, but they have to. Miami's going to get left out.
But who are y'all going to move out to put Vanderbilt in?
Notre Dame and Miami. I mean,
Notre Dame and Miami, Teresa.
But, I mean, Vanderbilt would have to beat Miami to make it happen.
I watched Miami lose at home to a Louisville team that was not ranked. A Louisville team that now has 4 losses. So it's like you can, that's the thing, you can pick these teams apart if you apply apparently the same lack of attention that was given to Vanderbilt's resume.
Tough scene. It does provide for a very intriguing conference championship weekend. Very much looking forward to what happens. Yes, because the Big 12 game, I want to see what happens with BYU, who has the energy of signing and keeping their coach away from Penn State, and what happens if they were to beat Texas Tech. I'm curious from the standpoint, what if Duke wins? What if we are looking at a situation where Duke makes it into the college football playoff, or the ACC is kept out of the college football playoff, and you legitimately have to include Tulane and James Madison, or North Texas and James Madison? That's the bigwig's worst nightmare scenario. As I just said, I am a chaos proponent. That's what I am rooting to happen.
And you know what? At this point, I'm with you, because it just goes to show that in their rush to expand the playoffs, they couldn't do a better job of setting criteria to make this happen. And in this year, this might be the year that the group of 5 doesn't deserve to get one in. I mean, I understand the challenges that group of 5s face, but that's the thing. I understand scheduling and all the other challenges that go into it, but it's like, if that's where we end up, then go back to the drawing board, figure something else out, and quit making it so complicated. It's not, and you do need to take this year's work into consideration, because looking at the past, it's gone, baby. It ain't coming back.
You brought up the upcoming game between the Titans and the Browns, which isn't the most thrilling matchup of all time. However, it does feature 2 rookie quarterbacks in Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, and 2 teams that are already focused on next year's draft. But when you look at this matchup coming up this weekend, what stands out to you as a reason why it should at least register on the attention scale?
Well, 2 things. I mean, it is Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, and if you saw some of the videos when they were training together before the draft, I mean, they were trash talking. Cam's like, you're just check down champ, So it's like, and even, yes, they're not literally going against each other, but you do want to see how these guys, kind of measure up, because there's been so much attention on them. But the biggest reason, Myles Garrett. This guy, guys, he's got 19 sacks. He had 3.5 the last time they played the Titans, and the quarterback was Ryan Tannehill. He could get the single-season sack record on Sunday against the Titans. The Titans have held an opponent to 2 sacks just twice this whole year. So getting 3 is the easy bar, and it seems like that might be, Myles Garrett could have that himself by halftime. So watch to see if he can be the latest sack leader. Jeffrey Simmons was asked about this yesterday. Oh, yeah, I want to see Myles Garrett get the record. Not this week.
Not this week.
Teresa, we talked about the college coaching search, but like the Titans don't have a coach as of right now. Have you heard anything about what they're looking at or where they're looking?
Well, that's the thing. When you fire a coach in October, you better. I don't know why Penn State's still struggling so. It's giving me shades of Tennessee 2017's coaching search. But it's like, it's a little bit more under the covers. Of course, there's all sorts of coaching lists, and this is what they should be looking for. But General Manager Mike Berganzi, absolutely, they should be doing their research now so that the moment the season ends in Jacksonville, and we still, NFL, give us a day for that game, please. But now they're the AFC South, aside from the Titans, it's actually competitive. So we'll see. That may not happen until the Monday of the final week of the season. But as soon as the season ends, that's when full bore go. Get into the interviews and get these guys in. Do all the due diligence because you've done your homework. Mm-hmm. Then it's interview time, and the Titans have shown when it was Mike Mularkey, when it was Mike Vrabel, when it was Brian Callahan, they've moved quickly on interviews and then quickly on decisions. When Vrabel was hired, there was 3 guys interviewed, and Vrabel was hired within a week. So it's like this could go quickly once it happens. I do know that now that we're in December, another thing that they're doing is setting their free agency board. Because, guys, they are going to be, we're assuming they cut Calvin Ridley, L'Jarius Sneed for more cap space, but they're going to be right there at the top of the NFL. They got money to spend, and they need to get more talent. So, and they're zooming in on the number 1 pick overall, which Titan fans are like, oh, man, we're playing the Browns. We've got the Saints coming up. Right. That's the last game at home. Come on, baby, lose out. Get number 1. In that locker room, though, they are trying to get 1 win. They are so desperate to get 1 win to start to just feel good on a Monday. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out in these final 5 games.
Before we let you go, we know who's bad in the NFL. We've just gone through a handful of them. But going into week 14, I wanted to get your take. Who is good? Because it feels like that is a more subjective question this season than usual. And I want Teresa Walker's opinion. Who is good in the NFL? And I will not hold you to it because it seems to be a sliding scale any given week.
Well, I'll say this. Our friend Carrie might like this. The Dallas Cowboys, written off for dead after trading Micah Parsons, are now showing it's like The Undertaker's like, I'm back. Getting Quinnen Williams has really given them enough defense to help their offense, to give them some life. And they're catching the Lions in a good spot. The Lions are banged up. And that's the thing about the NFL season. It is so long now with the 17th game that you morph. You can start out hot. You can finish bad. The Eagles, boy, they just look like they're still tired. Super Bowl party hangover, maybe. That or the offensive play calling. In September, we had the Packers, the Eagles. We're going to be battling it out for the Super Bowl for the NFC, and it was going to be Buffalo and probably Buffalo from the AFC. And now it's Ali Oxenfree. This is why the NFL is king. It's why so many people turned in on Thanksgiving Day. 57 million people. It was insane. And it wasn't for Post Malone.
I was listening to, and I only started it, I haven't finished it yet, but Matt Bellany, the Town podcast, the kind of business entertainment podcast that he has, had on someone from Nielsen and was talking about these massive numbers that we're seeing from a rating standpoint, and that 57 million on Thanksgiving for Cowboys, Chiefs being kind of like the driver of this. But just the understanding of this new Nielsen model where, of course, these numbers are so much larger than numbers past because of the expanded out of home viewing measurements that they're using now with bars and just anywhere where there's a TV. And then you add the streaming component. And so they're kind of juiced up numbers, and it's hard to get a real grasp on how many more people are actually watching these games or live events. They included the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which had its best ratings of all time, versus how much is this, it's like the PED era. It's the steroid era of Nielsen ratings.
But that's the thing. Remember when Peyton and Eli told us you can watch football on your phone?
Right.
How many people are just literally watching stuff on their phone? So I think that it's, might there be some cotton candy there in the numbers? Sure. But the fact is, everything has been so splintered. The assumption has been people are tuning out. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just because there's so many different ways to get the content that that's the thing. I've watched a lot of games, iPad, phone, my TV, streaming services. I mean, that's the thing. You can't just, and I used to laugh at the what to watch little posts, or where to watch something, but it's like, wait, where was that game on again? I can't remember. And I'm so glad my direct TV streaming, I set my favorite teams so that when one of the teams in Tennessee's playing, I can see it. It pops up at the top of the screen. I don't have to go to the guide. I just slide over to the team. Boom, I got my game. I think there's more there than we think.
Okay. Makes it easier for you. Teresa, thanks for making our life easier every Thursday. We will catch up with you next week. Consensual heart hands your way. That is Teresa Walker. You can find her latest always at the Associated Press. We'll take a quick break. We're doing a draft when we come back because it is a Thursday and we draft on Thursdays. And we're drafting fast food. Our chat question of the day was, what is your go-to fast food spot on a long road trip? With 44% of the vote, Chick-fil-A is in first. But CJ was yelled at in the chat for not including Taco Bell
and then
McDonald's.
McDonald's is included. And then got yelled at by the people who yelled at me for not including Taco Bell. Because apparently if you eat Taco Bell on a road trip, you've got a stomach made by the gods.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Listen,
I don't eat on road trips.
I
just try to get from point A to point B.
I'm the driver.
Yeah.
I don't like eating and driving. That's not an enjoyable experience for you, boy.
I just really don't like to have to stop and go to the bathroom. So I'm really trying to make it straight. Can't add the risk factor. I'm getting older.
I don't have that issue because I'm regular. So if it's not in the morning, I'm not going to go. Like right when I wake up.
Yeah, but you want to know what can make me unregular in a heartbeat?
Taco Bell?
Fast food. All right, we'll draft on the other side after a quick break.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Michaelese, it's Gary Parrish, and I think I owe you a congratulations. Do I have this right? Another hole-in-one for you?
Yeah, I was playing by myself. Hit the green, it went in, and I looked dejected because there was no one there to witness it with me.
It would be very inexpensive for like every par 3 at a nice golf course to have a camera set up at the tee box.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation. It'll be like 9 kings
and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies' Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next-gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Grizz Nation, now's your chance to win City Edition Grizzlies art painted right on the FedEx Forum floor. The Grizzlies are giving away the City Edition Isaac Hayes painting from world-renowned speed painter Evan Struck at the game on Friday, December 5th. All you have to do to win is show up early. The first 5,000 fans at Friday's Grizzlies game will get City Edition sunglasses, and one of those giveaway glasses will have the platinum ticket declaring the winner. Grab your tickets for Friday's game at grizzlies.com/tickets. It's a very cool painting. Speed painting is incredible. This guy, I talked to this Evan Struck before he went on the pre-wine show, or the warm-up show, excuse me, and just his decision to do speed painting and to understand there's not very many people who do it, and you can do it from an event space, and doing halftime shows, but also different like entertainment world events, corporate events. It's just such a cool thing to see because it goes from nothing to something in 5 to 10 minutes, which is pretty remarkable. He also does a ton of commissioned work for college athletes who now have this NIL money. And how do you want to spend it? On art of yourself, of your team, of whatever you like. So anyway, very cool painting. Opportunity to get that painting if you come to Friday's Grizzlies game against the Clippers. Real quick, before we get into the draft, Teresa mentioned the Cowboys. That Cowboys-Lions Thursday night football game tonight is one of the better Thursday night football games that we have had this season. And from a stakes standpoint, the Cowboys might be a lot better, but if they lose tonight's game, they're pretty much out of the playoffs. Like their odds for tonight, right now they have a 17% chance of making the playoffs. If they beat the Lions tonight, that jumps up to 31%. If they lose to the Lions tonight, that goes down to 6%. And if you're at under 10% coming out of week 14, those are the teams you start to really... You need a lot to go your way. If it's not in your control, it's elsewhere's control. And then the Lions are in a similar boat. Like they have a 42% chance of making the playoffs, jumps to 59% with a win tonight, and then drops to 22% with a loss. And they might still be without Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's questionable going into this one, but I am excited for tonight's Thursday night football game. I will be watching. It's draft time. We are drafting best fast food for today's draft. We have talked in the chat about what fast food you get on a road trip. I'm not usually getting fast food on a road trip, but if I am getting something to eat, it has to be fast food. And I do have to say, CJ, within your list, and we'll get into it, mine's Sonic. Like if I'm on a road trip, I'm getting the tots because I don't get the tots in real life. I don't eat enough tater tots in my life.
Sonic is a thing to be enjoyed. So I'm not trying to eat Sonic on the road trip. Cause like I don't get to enjoy it, and I'm the driver. We're talking about that. Like I need something that is just gonna fill my belly and not need to be enjoyed. Cause like a lot of stuff that I don't get burgers from fast food spots. I get dipping stuff. So I need to be able to sit still and dip. And it's hard to drive with one hand and then dip and then
that thing by the window is my dip container.
See, I'll spill that everywhere.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. Yeah. But it kind of sandwiches itself in there, and then I try to dip, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
All right, let's find out who has the first pick.
Let's go.
How are we deciding? What do we look like today?
I don't know.
Oh, we're snowmen.
Snow people.
Snow people. My hat is a little aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I like that hat.
That's
but
Scottland's hat, ain't it?
Galloping.
Yeah, what is happening right there?
You're gonna win.
Kick it in. Kick it in the high gear.
You got it.
Perfect. All right. My go-to fast food restaurant. I kind of hinted at it, but my go-to, like if it's a special day, like I need a pick-me-up or it's a treat, Sonic. I can't tell you how much I love the chili cheese coney. Somebody introduced me to the Sonic secret drink menu. Oh, I just be creating drinks out of thin air. Love me the drink specials at Sonic. The chili cheese fries give them to me as well. And I'm a big back. I'm the biggest big back who ever big backed. So I'm getting all of that. Plus, I'm getting some mozzarella sticks. Plus, I'm getting some cheddar peppers. And if I'm feeling frisky, I might also get me a fried chicken and bacon sandwich, right? Like, it's just, there's so many different things to be had at Sonic. I love it. Give me Sonic.
I love Sonic.
Sonic's so
They even
good.
have good ice.
Oh, they got the good ice.
Do you know how good of a fast food restaurant you have to be to have famous ice?
To be known as, oh, we got to go get the good ice.
And when you have that ice, like you can go buy an ice machine and say, is this the Sonic ice?
Mm-hmm.
And people know what you're talking about. I remember when Sonic first opened in my hometown and the line was like 100 cars deep because they were so excited that we had a Sonic. I love their grilled cheese, which I'm not usually good. They just have a good assortment of things that I can't find at other.
They're the toasters, their breakfast sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Listen, if you know one thing about me, I want to make sure you know this. Like, I'm a glizzy gobbler. I love me a great glizzy, and Sonic got them chili cheese glizzies for you, boy.
The chat was talking about longest road trip you've ever been on, and I think mine is Seattle to Memphis, because that was like close to 2,300 miles. I've done Denver to Orlando, but I think Seattle to Memphis is further. And we got to the point in Kansas where when you're driving across Kansas, if you know, there is just nothing. You are at risk of falling asleep simply because it's lulling you into a fake sense of slumber because there's nothing. And Chris and I were in two different cars, so we're calling each other. And we're like, hey, next Sonic. That's what we want. We want to have Sonic. And we went miles and miles and miles, and there was no Sonic. And we finally just stopped at a gas station and got whatever was there because we were starving. We needed food, and we were scared that we were in the middle of nowhere. And what if we starved to death? Next exit.
No.
Sonic.
The next one?
Yeah, and it didn't come up on the maps. The
No.
next exit. I still think about it to this day. A missed Sonic opportunity. All right, my number one, really the only fast food that I have or crave in my real life, not in my travel life, because I feel like I eat fast food when I travel. I eat fast food occasionally, like on the road, but I don't eat a whole lot of fast food. Yeah. My exception to that, Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I love their chicken nuggets. I love their Chick-fil-A sauce. I love their Polynesian sauce. I love their buffalo sauce. I love all their sauces. Speaking of the dips, I just dip it right in there and have it there. Their lemonade is what I like.
Special.
It has the perfect sour-sweet ratio of a lemonade, a limonada, and waffle fries. Like, they decided to make waffle fries, and you can now get the waffle fries in FedEx Forum, which makes me really happy because they used to just have the bag of chips that look like waffle fries, but aren't actually waffle fries, and now they have waffle fries. I love Chick-fil-A. I love their chicken sandwich. I don't usually eat sandwiches because they hurt my tummy, but I love a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with a little pickle on it. Delightful.
Chick-fil-A spicy, like a spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich. Put a little honey on that thing. Good stuff. Good stuff. I will go, this one came to me in my adult age because I don't think it existed when we were kids, and then it took it a while to get to Memphis. Yo, Cookout is special. Cookout is special. Cookout is, if we are hungry after a night out at the Orpheum or after a Grizzlies game or after one of our shenanigans where we're just kicking it in the city and we're still hungry, we'll go to Cookout. The burger's pretty good. That's one of the few fast food burgers I'll eat. I think that's the only fast food burger I'll eat. Chicken tenders are pretty solid as well. The combo, you can get the tenders and the nuggets and the fries, or the burger and the nuggets and the fries, or the burger and the corn dog and the hush puppies, right? Like, it's good stuff. Give me Cookout.
I love Cookout. I didn't know Cookout existed until I moved here. Was unfamiliar with its game.
I lived off of Highland when they built that Cookout right there. And when I tell you, I lived off of Highland near the Crumpies off Highland. The line for that Cookout stretched all the way to the Crumpies on a routine basis. That's how good Cookout is.
I feel like I have to be strategic here. So I'm not taking what I would actually take with number two because I'm fairly certain I can get it later in this draft.
Okay.
I'll take Taco Bell.
Okay.
Give me Taco Bell with number two. I just watched a TikTok of a little Irish girl trying Taco Bell for the first time, and she was so sad they didn't have Baja Blast at the Taco Bell in Ireland, but she was very excited about the things they did have. I love their quesadillas, which is not what most people don't get at Taco Bell. Whatever sauce they use in their chicken quesadilla brings me back to like the bright orange and bright purple Taco Bells of the early 2000s and just hits in a perfect nostalgia space. One crispy taco, one like hard shell taco and a chicken quesadilla is my order. But if you want, you can get your Doritos Locos Tacos. You can get your burrito. You can get whatever else is the random thing at Taco Bell that most people like. I'm just pretty basic. I like the cinnamon twist. I like a chicken quesadilla, and I like a hard shell taco with a little cheddar cheese on top.
It is amazing that restaurant is basically 5 ingredients, just made in a different sort of way. And it all tastes different. And, it's all yummy going down, coming out but yummy going down. And that's what matters.
You just have to eat it in spurts. Like, you can't eat the whole thing, which is hard because you...
What do you mean you can't eat the whole thing? Who's getting Taco Bell and not eating the whole thing?
I used to eat half the quesadilla for lunch, and then I'd have half the quesadilla for a snack.
You're a better person than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm eating all of it all the time.
Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. Give me... It's not here, but I love it. When I was driving I drive from Tuskegee back to Nashville on the routinely basis for holidays and things like that. And I'm always the type to get in super late, so it's not a whole lot of stuff open. But Jack in the Box will be open. Okay. Jack in the Box's curly fries, superb fries. Their burger is pretty good as well. And they've got a strawberry Fanta drink. Knock your socks off. Give me Jack in the Box right there.
I don't think I'm going to take this one, but the other great curly fries are the Arby's curly fries.
Yes.
I love those Arby's curly fries. Like, do I need a roast beef sandwich? No.
Not
do
all
I
the
need
time.
the curly fries?
Yes.
Give me the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill.
Good one.
DQ Grill and Chill, underrated. Doesn't exist. It's not oversaturated. You don't see a good grill and chill everywhere, but when you do, it's the best. Their chicken tenders are so good. I love Dairy Queen chicken tenders. And then you can get your Blizzard, or you can get a milkshake, or you can get your ice cream cone, or you can get whatever else you get at Dairy Queen these days. I'm a Blizzard through and through, so I'm gonna get either my Oreo Blizzard or my M&M Blizzard or whatever specialty Blizzard they have at the moment.
I thought about taking Dairy Queen third off the strength of the Blizzards and the milkshake.
Yes.
It's
driven by its desserts. But its food is not bad. And they have good French fries.
Don't they give you toast when you get chicken tenders?
Yeah. Yes. And if you sit there and eat it, you get the tray and that's great.
That's good stuff. Give me Mickey D's, McDonald's. My favorite combo is the McDonald's 20-piece combo where you get the chicken nuggets. I need the chicken nuggets.
Yes.
I need the sweet and sour sauce.
Yes.
I need the fries.
Yes.
And I need the orange high C to drink. If you don't have one of those, don't worry about it.
McDonald's fries 101.
I'll leave, especially when they're fresh.
Oh,
fresh fries. Come on now. And we've talked about the trick. You just say, hey, can I get my fries unsalted, please? And they'll have to make a new batch of fries. Yeah. And they're still because they're still salty, right? Because there's so much salt in the fry maker. Yeah, McDonald's story. I don't know if I've told you this before. When I was 4 years old, I had to go get a shot, and I didn't want to get a shot. And my mom was like, hey, if you don't cry, I'll take you to McDonald's. And it's no, I don't. I'm still not going. I'm still going to cry. She said, hey, tell you what, here's the deal. If you don't cry this time, every other time you get a shot, I'll take you to McDonald's. I said, okay, that sounds like a deal I'm willing to make. I got vaccinated to go to, Tanzania? Mm-hmm. Call my mom, hey, I got a shot. Send me money. Send me money. Send me money. You know the deal. You know the routine. I'm going to go get these flu shots here real soon. I'm going to call my mama. Hey, got my flu shot. Send me $20. Your boy got to go to McDonald's. So, yeah, she still pays up. Yeah, it's good stuff. What a woman to honor a deal she made with a 4-year-old to somebody who's almost 40. It's been almost 40 years. Good stuff.
That's how I feel with Taco Bell. It was always a little treat.
Yeah.
Let's go get a Taco Bell quesadilla. I'm going to take... I'm just going to take the one I want, and then I'll figure out number 5. I would have taken In-N-Out number 2 if I thought there was any chance of you taking it, but you probably haven't lived in a place with In-N-Out. In-N-Out is superior. I cannot wait for an In-N-Out to someday exist in Memphis, Tennessee. There are plans for that to happen. It will be one of the greatest days of my life. I love In-N-Out. Their burgers are good. Their cheese, I even get a cheeseburger at a fast food restaurant, which I don't do in most places, but the best thing is Animal Style, which isn't on the menu. It's off the menu, but everybody knows who goes to In-N-Out. If you know, you definitely know. Animal Style, which is this pink sauce with grilled onions and pickles and just greatness. And it's slopped on top of your fries or it's slopped on your burger. And once upon a time, Chris Luther, when we first started dating, before we sat down to eat In-N-Out, was like, I think people who eat animal style are the most disgusting people on earth. And I said, I will take animal style fries. I will take an animal style burger. Their milkshakes are good. Their fries are like so-so, but that's why you have to get them animal style because it makes them better. I love In-N-Out. Chris almost bought an In-N-Out t-shirt when we were back in San Francisco, and I said, you probably don't need to do that.
What's the other one that Memphis just got? You had the gift card.
Whataburger.
There we go. Okay. All right.
I had 100 gift cards.
All right, last pick. Oh, boy, where am I going to go here? Am I going to go tacos? Am I going to go... Like, nobody has a chicken spot on here.
Chick-fil-A.
Nobody... Chick-fil-A
like
isn't
a fried chicken
like
spot.
Chicken,
I got you.
Yeah. That's a chicken sandwich place.
You.
But, like, some of these places have fallen off since my childhood. But... Go ahead and give it to me. My aunt used to work at Popeye's Chicken, and she used to bring Popeye's home after a long shift. So she'd get off at like 1 and then finish cleaning everything down, and she'd come into the house about 2:30, and we'd be wide awake. We'd be like, hey, yo, bring us that leftover chicken from the night. She's like, you know I got it. I know the biscuits are dry, but you throw some honey on there and get you a drink. It goes good, real good with the red beans and rice, the spicy combo. Oh, so good. Popeye's Chicken. Give it to me.
I would have taken Popeyes with this pick. Now I'm trapped.
That's why you were trying to trick me with Chick-fil-A. Couldn't trick me. A&W still there. Taco John is there. KFC
cheating.
is there. What are you taking?
No, I don't want to ruin my...
Checkers is there.
Jacob already put Captain D's. I did not take Captain D's. Let the record state.
You more of a Long John
no,
Silver? Okay.
I think both. I'm sure they're one. If you want to give us money, I will love both of you so much. But not my first choice. Not my first choice.
What were you going to cheat and take?
Starbucks. I think the food is great. I eat Starbucks food. That is the one
cheating?
fast food because I don't think you think of Starbucks when you think of fast food.
But it is.
I get the Starbucks breakfast sandwiches more than I get any other fast food. You think it's fast food?
I think it's fast food. If you got a drive-through, excuse me, don't we count that as fast food?
Hold on 1 second.
What are we looking up here?
I'm seeing if they're still on strike.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to cross the picket line.
Because I stand in solidarity. I don't want to cross the picket line.
Unless Starbucks is a sponsor, then we'll cross it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of Starbucks in the last couple of weeks. Oh, it was only because when I was in New York, there were these big signs that were like, don't cross the picket line, don't go to Starbucks. But it was specifically Starbucks paying $35 million to New York City workers in a settlement. So I think we're good.
I mean, sure, why not?
I'm just going to take Wendy's. I'm just going to play it safe.
Oh, Wendy's is a good one.
I'm going to take Wendy's because of the Frosty. Because of the Frosty and the fries. And dipping those fries into a Frosty, it is something that is difficult to... You can do it with other ice cream fry combos, but the Frosty fry is the pinnacle. Like, that's what you're chasing. That's the taste bud combination that you are chasing in this life. I also like their chicken nuggets are pretty good over there at Wendy's. The square burgers kind of freak me out. Do they still do square burgers?
I don't know.
Still freaks me out no matter
I
what.
Think so.
But Frosties, and they had baked potatoes. And I went through a period of time where I thought baked potatoes were a healthy option to get when you were out at fast food. And so I would be like, I'm going to make the healthy choice today and get a loaded baked potato.
That sour cream and chive baked potato special. The chili there, you didn't mention the chili, but the chili at Wendy's is pretty good. Can I take the youth on a trip down memory lane?
Oh, you sure can.
When for $5, you could go into any Wendy's, get you a double cheeseburger, get you a baked potato, get you a drink, and call it a day? Get you a chicken nugget as well? 4 things for $5? Like, come on, man. They had a legit 99-cent menu.
They did.
And after that, it was still yellow. The Wendy's was just yellow for no damn reason, just an aggressive yellow. Right. Dave was still alive doing the commercials. Oh my gosh. Wendy's back in the day was
the spot.
Wonderful. Wendy's now is cool.
I haven't been in a long time.
I
haven't been to any of these places in a long time. When I was a kid, because they were so cheap, the McDonald's 99-cent menu was the spicy chicken sandwich on the McDonald's 99-cent menu was one of the most utilized deals in our household. And it was so good.
The Wendy's now does like a 50-piece chicken nugget deal. Yeah, you get 50-piece nuggets for like $19 or something like that. So if you've got little ones and all they want to eat is chicken nuggets, might I suggest this weekend just grabbing one of those in a cost-efficient sort of maneuver.
I saw there's some new Chipotle deal that is like buying an absurd amount of food for maybe it's like $60, but it feeds. I mean, it could do your lunches for a week if you're willing to meal prep with Chipotle. But people, I don't consider Chipotle fast food, so that wasn't an option. And people in the chat, Five Guys, can you drive through it? I don't think Five Guys is a drive through.
Five Guys, Chipotle's,
It's
Moe's.
too elevated. Qdoba.
I don't think those are Qdoba. Another one. I don't think those.
We had one called
fast
Fat
food.
Burger in Colorado that was delicious, but not fast food. I put those in a different tier.
And we got
We must stay like on track.
got
with
great
what we
local
consider.
fast food spots here.
Dixie Queen.
Purtles. Right, like there.
Yeah.
But we were doing like chains, not just local spots.
Also, I feel bad for leaving out Burger King.
I don't.
I like their chicken sticks.
Oh, the chicken fries?
Yeah, chicken fries.
Okay.
They come in a fun little thing. Talk about it. It's easy to dip. They made a thing in the chicken fry container where you put the dip and then you can just dip it in there. And I appreciate that. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it is
They got
theater.
a good Hershey pie. Burger King does.
They also have ices.
Oh yeah, and they do.
And I
have
used to
ice.
go specific. And they have onion rings, which a lot of fast food restaurants don't have onion rings.
You know who
and their
does?
onion rings are pretty good.
Sonic has onion rings.
I know. Sonic has everything.
Sonic
That's why I
everything,
went
man.
101. You need something, you go to Sonic. Burger King used to have a deal, at least ours did locally, with a cinnamon roll company. And I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called, but those cinnamon rolls,
Not Cinnabon.
it was not Cinnabon.
But they do that too, I do believe.
Oh, it's really gonna bother me. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do Theater Thursday, and I have some gifts to open. I was given this giant stocking when I came in to work this morning, so we'll see what's inside. We'll do some Theater Thursday. Rolling Stone released their top 20 movies of 2025, and CJ and I have some issues, one specific issue with it. We'll get into that, plus CJ saw Wicked. We'll talk a bit about his thoughts on the movie and more when we come back.
Thoughts on White Castle Crystal?
I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we're leaving.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on, so join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day. Welcome back. Before we get into Theater Thursday, CJ graced me with a stocking on my desk.
Got home and one of Santa's helpers had reached out to me.
Oh.
And said, hey, I got something coming your way. And then Santa's helper said, and be sure you share. So I'm like, okay.
So you followed instructions.
I follow instructions.
Good for you.
When Santa's helper taps you to help somebody or gives you something that taps you to share, you share, damn it.
I like where we're starting.
Yes.
Trees.
There we
go. They just taste better when they're shaped like trees. Wow. Good start. I love us. Oh. Jesse's gaining 20 pounds for Christmas. These look incredible.
I want to
no.
open them so I can taste one.
Oh, no.
Open one so I can taste
I
one.
love Little Debbie is one of my old friends. Wow. These were just waiting for. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is like the greatest hits of Christmas treats.
Yeah. I want to taste it. Can I taste one of your donuts?
Yeah, you can taste one of the donuts. Then I'm inevitably gonna have a donut. Oh my god! Literally the greatest hits of Christmas treats. Am I allowed to say where these came from?
You can if you want to.
Shout out Miss Kim. Chat MVP. The rest of you can try, but do you send us Little Debbie's greatest snacks and some Reese's? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
These are these are my yearly. These used to be sold at our middle school. And I think I lived on these in 7th grade. Oh.
Not bad.
Okay, I'm gonna have one. Donuts aren't bad. All right, before we get into this Rolling Stone list, you saw Wicked. Your thoughts?
I see what you were saying as I chomped down this donut.
So this is so
It's a good donut. It's a good donut. There's nothing that they could do because of the nature of the way the story gets told. So if you're worked up about this movie not being as good as the first one, I don't think you have much of a case, and you don't really understand how the climax works and then how you come down from the climax, apex of any movie or any story or any play. Look, if it was all one movie, and this is my biggest thing, if we could have made it one movie and just did a legitimate intermission, it would have been so much better because you would have been coming down from the high of that last song in the first one. Right. And then the movie starts to wrap up there. But all of that notwithstanding, thought it was really, really good. I thought they did a good job of keeping the people who don't know the story in the dark until the very end, where you don't know what's going to happen. So most of us went to see this movie having known something about how the story plays out and how it goes. And so that's also difficult to try and tell a story around when everybody knows how the story is going to end. I thought they did a good job. Revo is great. You brought up the fact that it was a little heavy-handed, but like that's theater, baby. Ariana Grande was really, really good as well. I wish we could have gotten more, and maybe they do in the book, or maybe they don't. I wish we could have gotten more about what is happening with the people or the animal and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow kicking it with Dorothy, right? Because that in Wizard of Oz, it feels like nobody is aware of each other. Mm-hmm. And then you look up in this movie and in this telling of it, like there's some familiarity with all of those different characters there. I told you this. I'm sitting in the theater. We saw it in IMAX at the Paradiso, and there are two gentlemen sitting next to me, about late teens, early 20s, somewhere between 19 and 24, I'll say. And one of them starts crying. There are tears shed in this movie, and his buddy looks at him and can't stop himself from laughing at him. all loud. Just like, why are you crying right now? You're a grown man. You can't be crying in this movie, but it's a sad moment. It's a touching moment when you realize what has to happen between Elphaba and Glenda. You know the relationship. You've seen them grow together. You've seen them grow apart and then come back together. And now you understand what's about to happen. So it's a touching moment. And his buddy just would not let up on him. And then you know how it ends. And so when it ends, he looks at his buddy and goes, see, you did all that damn crying for nothing. Grown man in this movie theater crying, embarrassing me.
Okay, but the emotions of those two women singing that song, I feel like it far extends out of the movie because we've seen them on this press tour, and I know people love to dunk on it and make fun of it, but I think it's just a situation of two people who put a piece of art together and like really cared about each other and really cared about the experience. And so when you get to For Good, it's not just in the context of the movie you're watching, like it's true friendship. If you've ever had a great friend where you've had to be separated for any reason, or you've just wanted to express like how much that person meant to you and has changed your life, that just hits you so hard. And that's why like the final scene of the movie, the last shot of the movie, from something that has stood with me as we talk about this now, like 2 weeks after I've seen it, like, I'll always appreciate how they ended it. I'll appreciate how they did For Good, and I'll appreciate how they used the shot of Glenda whispering in Elphaba's ear, a la the poster of the movie, as the final shot that we saw of this iteration of Wicked.
Something was improvised, and I'm not sure where the
It was the door.
Okay.
It was them like when they were on opposite sides of the door, crying as they're separate. You know,
okay.
Elphaba's about to
do
go
what
get
Elphaba
fake
thinks.
dead.
Got you. Okay. I didn't. All right. That's fine.
Yeah. Again,
it's coming off. What was the song? Why am I blanking on it? The one where she goes,
Defying Gravity.
There we go. That
is the pinnacle
coming
of
off
the
of Defying
movie.
Gravity, man. That's the pinnacle of the story.
Yes.
That's so if you're trying to tell the story after that moment, like it's going to be a bit slower and be a bit and lull a bit in places because that's the climax, that's the apex of the story. But yeah, all in all, still is bright. Still had really really funny moments.
Yes.
I enjoyed the goofy ass fight scene. That tickled me.
That's one of my favorite parts.
That tickled me.
Yes.
I was delighted in that moment. My wife thought it was a bit too much.
I loved it.
But I loved it. All in all, it was a good movie. It was good.
Solid. Speaking of solid movies or good movies, Rolling Stone made a list, and you know when Rolling Stone makes a list, I swear they just make lists to piss people off. I'll never get over you, Kelly Clarkson. I'll never get over it.
How we celebrate January 6th.
A day that lives in infamy when Rolling Stone did not give her the credit she deserves on Greatest Singers of All Time.
Wait, they gave her too much credit.
No,
what are you
they did
talking
not.
about? She's entirely... We'll wait till January 6th.
The best movies of 2025. Number one, or I guess we can start at number 20 and just count down if we want to scroll it on down. Weapons got in there at number 20.
Which how? All right. Weapons is...
I'm a Weapons lover, and even I think it's a little wild. But my random Weapons hope is that, what's the woman who played Aunt Gladys's name? Amy Madigan. I really hope that Aunt Gladys sneaks around and wins Best Supporting Actress at some of these award cycles.
Come on, man.
Are you kidding? You can take a great performance. A great performance does not mean it was one of the best movies of the year.
I don't think it
love
was that
Weapons.
good
There are a lot of
of
Weapons haters out there.
performance.
It's fine. I just run around like a child with my arms out at any random moment. Number 19 is Frankenstein. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'm very excited to watch the Guillermo del Toro version of Frankenstein. Had not heard of Caught by the Tides. It's a Chinese movie. The Phoenician Scheme, which was the Wes Anderson movie from this year. You watched it?
I watched it and enjoyed it.
Okay.
Just real quirky, quick, funny.
Number 16 on Becoming a Guinea Fowl, another one I had not heard of. Number 15, Orwell, 2 + 2 = 5, which is a documentary about George Orwell's transformation from a cog in Britain's colonialist machinery to political critic, essayist, and world-renowned author. Number 14, Best Wishes to Allie. Number 13, Universal Language. Number 12, Eddington, which I did not love Eddington, so that being on this list is a little out of there for me. Number 11, Peter Hoosier's Day. Number 10, Sentimental Value, which is one of my most anticipated watches of the year. It comes from the director and the actress who, the director directed The Worst Person in the World, the actress starred in The Worst Person in the World. Worst Person in the World is one of my top 4 movies of all time. So I have been waiting to watch Sentimental Value. Right now, it's really hard to watch a lot of these movies, which is frustrating. Marty Supreme comes out around Christmas.
Why is it hard to watch? Because of time constraint? Okay.
No, you can't find them anywhere. Like I can't, so many of them don't show here in Memphis, like Hamnet, which we're going to get to. It comes in at number 2. I would have loved to have gone and seen Hamnet. Even
That's not here?
No. I mean, it's coming here. But like it opened in big cities last week going into Thanksgiving. Here we haven't been able to see it. And it's at like limited releases. Please, I am begging the Malco powerhouse of downtown to think about the movie lovers of downtown. We just want to see these good movies. Number 8 is Sorry Baby, which was one of my favorite movies of the year. Number 7, No Other Choice. Number 6, It Was Just an Accident. Number 5, I'm going fast, sorry, Jacob. Nouvelle Vague. Number 4, Train Dreams. Number 3, Black Bag. Number 2, Hamnet. And number 1, One Battle After Another. What stands out to you, CJ?
Where the hell is Sinners?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Sinners?
Exactly.
Like, what are we talking about here? What are we doing? What is happening? Also, like, I enjoyed Him. I think Him is a really good movie. But Him
was never going to make a top 20 movies of the year list.
Neither should Weapons.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No, you missed me with that. Him was great. Him was better than Weapons. Did you see Him?
No.
Okay. All right.
But I know that Him,
You know the way they do
Yes.
these lists, that a movie like Him isn't going to make it.
a top 20 movie of the year.
Brings this to my complaint about these goofy ass
Yeah, but
lists.
Sinners is the kind of movie that makes this kind of list, and it feels
Is it?
intentional. Yes. Sinners was... there are Sinners haters out there who have been trying to drag it down as not being as great as its largest champions made it out to be. I had 3 5-star movies this year so far. One Battle After Another, Sorry Baby, and Sinners. And a lot of other people had Sinners as one of their best movies of the year. And for a list like Rolling Stone to just leave it off it frankly feels personal. And it's unnecessary, and you can have your critiques on it. I love musicals, and to me, Sinners was a musical, and I was always going to love it, and I thought the acting in it was great. I thought the symbolism within it was great. If you want a movie that tells you every single thing that you're watching, it's probably not the movie for you, but I thought it was a brilliant film, and it was odd that they left it out in its entirety.
Yeah, I kept scrolling. I was like, oh, okay. I only clicked on it to see where Sinners was. And then I got to one. I was like, wait, Sinners not in your top 20? Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Why are we doing these things?
Why?
I don't understand. No cartoons either? There's some great cartoons.
I heard Zootopia 2 is incredible.
I've heard in the chat.
I heard it's better than Zootopia.
In the chat, we're talking about it.
I want to see it so bad. We almost went on Thanksgiving, and we
Okay.
just ended up not wanting to leave the house. But I'm excited for Zootopia. I'm excited for a lot of movies that are coming out.
Yeah, maybe.
This is a good time.
I might, now that I know that, I might have to pop on into somebody's movie theater.
To go see Zootopia 2.
Yeah, Tuesday, I might go see Zootopia 2.
Do you have any interest in Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
No. I didn't see Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't. It's a remake, right? Five Nights at Freddy's was a remake.
Yes.
I didn't see the first one. I didn't see the remake. Not really.
Okay.
You got any?
No.
Okay.
No. I really want to see Eternity, which is the rom-com with Elizabeth Olsen and Divine Joy Randolph is in it. Or Davine Joy Randolph is in
Elizabeth Olsen is Scarlet
Sister of-
Witch.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. I
Sister
want to see that
America
too.
and Ashley. I want to see that. I want to see Hamnet is high on my list.
The one with Scarlet Witch in it. That's the one where she dies and she goes to heaven, and now she has to decide which husband. Yeah. That seems like a fun little story.
I heard Rental Family with Brendan Fraser is actually very enjoyable.
Okay.
If you're looking for something to go with the whole family. And then very niche, but this week there is a pro shot of Merrily We Roll Along, which is a musical that's being made into a movie. So if you want to get ahead of it, it's going to star in Paul Mescal in like 5 years. They're filming it over 20 years. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it greatly. But it was recently on Broadway with Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter. And it's Daniel Radcliffe and an actor named Jonathan Groff, who's very popular, and Lindsay Mendez. And it's a great show. And it's going to be in theaters this weekend. And it's in multiple theaters here in Memphis. And then it trickles off where it's only in one theater, I think, for the next 2 weeks here. But I don't have the opportunity to see it because we have a Grizzlies game Friday and Sunday. And I made the decision to go to a baby shower on Saturday. So I'm really bummed that I won't see it. But you should see it.
Five Nights at Freddy's was a video game, thanks to Candaria.
That then became a movie.
That then became a movie.
And now is a second movie.
Yeah, that's how it worked.
Real quick, because you sent it. Kevin Hart special worth watching?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got the formula, and it's taken me 9-10 specials to figure out what the formula is, but he's got the formula.
He's got it.
Talk some about the kids letting you down. Talk some about yourself letting you down. Then end with a story about going on some type of vacation where something goofy happens. Wrap it up. Bing, bang, boom. We're going home, all feeling good about ourselves. I lay on the couch when I watch TV because I like to stretch out, so I'm laying down. He starts going, and about 20 minutes in, I have to sit up because I'm laughing so hard it's causing me pain. It's a good spin. What is it? Acting My Age on Netflix. Real good.
Okay. That'll do it for today's show. Tomorrow will be Friday. It'll be a Grizzlies game day. The Grizzlies will be back at home. Lang Whitaker will join us. We're also, we have a really special guest coming in studio tomorrow. Very famous. Yeah, I just got the email. Confirmed. Probably the most famous guest this studio will have this week. This studio had Master P. I'm just saying. In terms of most people in the world knowing this person, I think he might have a little bit of a level up on Master P. But we'll be back on a Friday. We will see you all then. Have a great rest of your day. Until then, bye.
He's a mean one.
Some would say.